Hi friends, welcome to our channel View of Civil Engineer. In previous lecture we discussed about the Rankine earth pressure theory when the backfill is in horizontal condition. Now we are going to discuss about when the backfill is in inclined condition. Some differences is there. Those small differences we will discuss in this lecture. So if we want to calculate the vertical stresses at any depth, for that we will write like this: gamma z. This is the stress with the unit weight of the soil as well as depth of the soil. We can get the vertical stresses. But if in case the backfill is in inclined condition, then the vertical stress formula we can get gamma z into cos I, because here while calculating the stresses, uh, we are taking b cos I, the width of the this prism. So we are considering one prism. For that, the volume we have to take, and height z we can take, as well as width b cos I, as well as length is perpendicular to this diagram. So that length L we can take 1, or we can take L. So b as well as L will get cancelled. I will write here vertical stress unit weight of the soil into volume we have to take. So L into Z into width b cos I. So cos I is the extra, and L into b we can get. So LB get cancelled, and the vertical stress we can get gamma Z cos I. So we have to remember while calculating the vertical stresses in the inclined portion, we have to take gamma Z into cos I. If the backfill is in horizontal condition, then we can use this formula, only gamma Z. Okay. And in this active condition, we know that this is, for example, this is the vertical structure, retaining structure, and having backfill is in inclined condition with an I angle from the horizontal. This is the I angle. So in the active condition, structure will move in this direction. That means it will move away from the backfill, and soil pressure is also acting like this. So here backfill is inclined, so we have to mention active pressure or horizontal pressure like this. In this way we have to mention, as well as the angle between normal and the acting of earth pressure, we can have I angle. So in this active condition, the we have to consider horizontal stresses as a minor stresses. Okay, horizontal stresses I am denoting with the PA. So horizontal stresses we are taking minor principal stresses, as well as vertical stresses we have to consider the major principal stresses in the Mohr circle concept. So here we have to develop the one plane. It is inclined in I angle. So our backfill is in inclined with an I angle. So with the inclination of backfill, we have to develop the one plane. So in horizontal condition, when the Mohr circle touches to the failure envelope, the corresponding horizontal stresses on the on this place on the horizontal plane we considered. So similarly, here we are considering one inclined plane, that too it is inclined same as backfill. So here also the Mohr circle will touches to the failure envelope. At that time, the corresponding horizontal stresses on the inclined plane. Here horizontal stresses at inclined plane is here. So it is in the Mohr circle is interacting with here at here this place. So this horizontal stress we are considering active earth pressure. So in passive condition also, where the Mohr circle touches in the inclined plane, at that place we have to consider passive earth pressure. So now we are in active condition. So here we have to consider OP distance is the active pressure, and OB is also it is equal to the OP. So we can write here active pressure is equals to OB is equals to OE. Here OB as well as OP distances from the origin, this is the origin, is same. So we can write OB is equals to OP also. And here OA is the vertical stress. We know that we are taking vertical stresses as a major principal stresses, and D point is the middle point of the in between A as well as B points. So we have some distance from P to A. So in that, at middle point, we are taking as a D. So the dp, that means from the distance between dp as well as da are same. We have to remember these points. So now we have to calculate op value. With that we can get the ka values. Okay, I will show one expression with the help of Rankine earth pressure theory for the active condition as well as passive condition. Here we go. So I will write active earth pressure. Pa is nothing but active earth pressure. This is also horizontal. If in case active condition, then we can call it as the active earth pressure. When the horizontal stresses in the passive condition, we can call it as the passive earth pressure. So Pa here is because divided by sigma V. This is the vertical stresses. Pa will write OP divided by OA. Instead of OP, we can also write OB value, OB, because these distances from OP as well as OB is same. Okay, OP, instead of OP I will write like this: OD minus DP. So I'm taking OD here. We have to observe the diagram. OD minus DP. From the distance OD, we are subtracting the DP value. Then we can get the OP distance. Instead of I am writing OP OD minus DP divided by, instead of OA I will write OD plus DA. So you can observe here OA is nothing but OD plus DA. This distance I am writing. So here OD is there as well as DP as well as DA distances are same. We know that this is a D point is the middle point in between the A as well as P. So the distance from D point to P as well as D point to A is same. So that's why I'm writing DP is equals to DA. We can write. So now we have to calculate OD as well as DP values. Okay, for that I'm considering triangle. So we have to now I'm calculating the OD value. So from triangle ODC. Okay, here DC, here OC is the hypotenuse, because the angle between OD as well as DC having 90 degrees. Here this is the angle between DC as well as OD is 90. So hypotenuse is OC and having angle I here. So this is the D value, D point. So I will get cos I is equals to adjacent side, that is OD divided by hypotenuse OC. So OD we can get OC cos. This is the OD value. Okay, and I will write we have to calculate the DP value also. So I will DP. So for DP I am considering triangle here DPC. So we have to calculate one side of the triangle. So DP is nothing but this distance we have to calculate. So I am taking a triangle DPC. So here hypotenuse is the, and PC and D. So here I have hypotenuse is PC. So to calculate the DP I will write like this: PC square minus DC square. Here PC is the one's hypotenuse. So we can calculate. This is the formula to find out the one side of the triangle. So PC square minus DC square. We don't know about the PC as well as DC. For that we have to calculate PC. For the calculation of PC, I'm considering the triangle. Okay, OF. See here also the hypotenuse is OC. Okay, and but here angle is phi. In previous triangle angle is I, but here we have angle is phi. So with that we can get PC value. So sine phi I can write FC by OC. Okay, FC, sorry, FC we can write the FC equal to OC sine phi. Okay, here FC also we can write PC, because here in the diagram we can observe the distance between CP as well as CP are same, because these are the radius of the Morse circle. So I can write here, you can observe here, PC is equals to FC. The distance is from the C, this is the center of the Morse circle. So CP as well as CF are the same distances. So instead of FC, I can write PC. And next we have to calculate the DC value. From triangle, we have to calculate the DC. This is the DC value. I'm taking triangle here. Here is the first triangle, and this is the second triangle. In first triangle, we can observe that from sine I, we can get DC by OC. So here I can write DC is equals to OC sine I. So here up to now we got all the values. Okay, we can substitute for the calculation of dp. I will substitute here. Dp is equals to, here PC is nothing but OC square sine square phi, minus here DC is there na, so DC's value is OC sine I, so I will write OC square sine I square, because here in this formula square is there, so OC square we can get, and sine square phi minus OC sine square I. These values, this dp value is there, as well as here OD value is there. These values we have to substitute in this equation. So in this equation, if we substitute in this equation, we can get the quotient of active earth pressure. So I will write here PA sigma V is equals to, I will write OD. OD is nothing but OC cos I minus root over OC square sine square phi minus OC square sine square I. This is the dp value. So instead of dp I am writing this formula, and the same OD is also we have OC cos I, here plus we have, so plus dA is nothing but we can write here dA is equals to dp, is because the distance between dA as well as dp is same. So dA also we can use this formula, OC square sine square phi minus OC square sine square I. And you can observe here in this term as well as in this all terms, OC is the common content, common value. So we can take common as well as we can get cancel. So entire formula we can write here cos I minus, okay, we can we have only sine square phi. So instead of sine square phi, I will write here sine square phi is equals to, we can write 1 minus cos square phi. So here sine square I is there, instead of sine square I we can write, we can use 1 minus cos square I. I will write here, okay, 1 minus cos square phi minus 1 minus cos square I. Same way cos I plus plus we can get here, okay, 1 minus cos square phi and minus 1 minus cos square I. And with this we can cancel PA and sigma V. Here minus is if we multiply this term, minus 1 we can get, and plus cos square we can get. Here plus 1 is there, and here 1 minus 1 is there, so we can get cancel this one terms, and we can get only cos I minus root over, we can write here cos square I minus cos square phi, and divided by cos I plus root over cos square I minus cos square phi. Okay, if we calculate the PA value, sigma we have to take right hand side, then we can cos I minus root over cos square I minus cos square phi divided by cos I plus root over cos square I minus cos square phi. And the sigma v is there now. Instead of sigma v, I will write gamma z cos I. So here cos I total terms we can consider into active earth pressure. So I will write here Ka into gamma z. So if we calculate the active pressure, active earth pressure while the backfill is in inclined condition, then Ka we have to use this formula. Ka is equals to cos I into cos I minus root over cos square I minus cos square phi divided by same way cos I plus root over cos square I minus cos square phi. This formula we have to use while calculating the active earth pressure. We have to remember this formula. And similarly, we have to calculate the quotient of active passive earth pressure when the passive condition will develop. In this case, the structure is moving towards the backfill. So in this case, the stresses will increase. For that, in major principal stresses, we are considering horizontal stresses as well as vertical stresses. We are considering as a minor principal stresses. So here, same way in the active condition also, where the Mohr circle will touches failure envelope, at that time the corresponding horizontal stresses we have to take consider horizontal stresses is we have to consider the passive earth pressure as well as this is the minor principal stress. In passive condition, minor principal stresses are vertical stresses. So we have to calculate these values. The distance between OP is the horizontal stresses and OA is the vertical stresses. I will write here OP is the horizontal stresses. Okay, sigma x I am denoting, or we can write PP also, because this is the passive condition, so we can call it as the passive earth pressure. Okay, OA is the vertical stresses. I will write, we have to calculate the quotient of passive earth pressure. So for that, PP divided by sigma V, and PP OP divided by OA. So similarly, I am calculating very fast because it is very similar to the previous derivation. So I will write instead of OP, OD plus DP, and here also OD minus DA we can write. OD we can get from the triangle. Okay, from the triangle ODC. Okay, here with the I angle we can get cos I. Okay, OD we have to calculate. Cos I is equals to adjacent side OD divided by hypotenuse. Here also OC is the hypotenuse. So OD we can get OC cos I, as well as DP we have to calculate. For that we have AC square minus DC square. This is here in this triangle, from triangle ADC, here AC is the hypotenuse, so we have to calculate the one side of the triangle AD or DP. Here DP as well as AD is also same distances, so AD we have to take. So instead of DP I will write here AD, so distances are same, AD as well as DP. So AC we have to calculate AC. Okay, we can get, we have from the triangle OEFC AC we can write we can take with sine phi. Here phi angle is there, so with sine phi FC divided by OC. and FC we can get OC sine phi. Here FC as well as AC are same because the distance between CA as well as CF are same, because these are the radius of Mohr circle. Okay, so I'm OC sine phi we got, as well as DC we have to calculate. So this is the D point and here C point is there. So with the triangle ODC, that is sine I, okay, sine I we can get DC by OC. Okay, DC we can write OC sine I. Okay, these are the values we have to substitute in this equation. So we can get a DP AD value. AD is equals to DP. We can write root over AC. AC value we have OC sine square phi, OC square sine square phi minus here DC is nothing but OC square sine square I. Similar to the previous derivations. So I'm calculating very fast. Okay, don't worry. And these values, okay, OD value is there here, and this AD value we have to substitute in this equation 1, so we can get the quotient of passive earth pressure. So I will write here, and PP divided by sigma V and OC cos I plus. So in previous in the top side we have minus and the denominator we have plus, but here vice versa, top side we will get the plus symbol and the denominator we can get minus. So root over OC square sine square phi minus OC square sine square I divided by OC cos I minus root over OC square sine square phi minus OC square sine square I. So same in this way also, OC is common and it will cancel, as well as cos I plus root over, I will write instead of sine square phi, I will write 1 minus cos square phi. This is the formula, okay, minus 1 minus cos square phi. Okay, this is the formula for sine square. If we have sine square, we can replace with 1 minus cos square phi. So cos I minus root over 1 minus cos square I phi, as well as minus 1 minus cos square I. Here we can get cancelled, so we can get cos I plus root over, here total 1, here plus 1 is there, and here 1 minus 1 is there, and plus cos square I is there. So here minus symbol is there. If we multiply with this term, the whole signs will change in this term. So here we can get cos square I minus cos square phi. Here cos square phi having minus symbol, so we can write here like this. This is the PA divided by sigma V. This is PP. Here we are calculating passive pressure. So cos I minus root over cos square I minus cos square phi. Only the symbol is changing. Okay, to find out the PP, we can write like this: cos I plus root over cos square I minus cos square phi divided by cos I minus root over cos square I minus cos square phi. Okay, sigma V we can write like this: gamma Z and cos I. Here we can write a passive pressure Kp into gamma Z. So here Kp is nothing but cos I into cos I root over here plus cos square I minus cos square phi divided by cos I minus root over cos square I minus cos square phi. This is the formula for Kp. If we know the unit weight of the soil and depth of the soil, where we have to calculate the stresses at a particular depth, so with that we can get the Z value. And if you know the unit weight of the soil, easily we can find out the Kp value, we can find out the active earth pressure as well as passive earth pressure with the help of Ka as well as Kp. So this Ka as well as Kp values are depend upon only I as well as phi values. I, we know that is the inclination of the backfill, and phi is the shear strength of the soil. So if we know these two values, we can get the Ka Kp values. After the calculation of Ka Kp values, we can easily find out the active earth pressure as well as passive earth pressure on a particular structure. Okay, with this we completed the Rankine earth pressure. So in next video we will discuss another topic. Okay, thank you. Please subscribe my channel.